So back in 1945, a place called DeCarlo's Pizza opens up in Steubenville, Ohio, and starts selling these square slices of pizza for a nickel. And it caught on. Boy, did it catch on. If you come to the Ohio Valley, square slices of pizza are everywhere. Within 5 miles of my house, there are 6 DeCarlo pizza shops and probably another 6 places that sell squares. If you come to visit the Ohio Valley, I suggest you get a box. Look, we have the chain pizza places like you have, the Pizza Huts, the Domino's, but your trip here is not complete. Was you really here if you didn't try what most of us grew up on? I'd like to tell you that all these places are the same, but you have extremely loyal people to their favorite location. Arguments like, the sauce is tangier at mine, or less stingy with cheese at another location. These debates rage on and on and on. I wish I could help you pick one, but alas, you're on your own, my friends. I usually go to the one downtown Steubenville, Ohio, or up on a hill in Weirton, West Virginia. My memories swarm around a DeCarlo's that was on 3rd Street across from the police station in downtown Steubenville. As a kid in the 1970s, my family would go shopping in what used to be a pretty big city. Then we would decide to get a box on the way home. This is way before cell phones. Almost always a long line. Patiently waited till a tray came out. Then we gave a silent prayer that the guy in front of us didn't want too many slices. But sadly he did. Instead of waiting another 10 or 15 minutes, we would leave with 1 or 2 slices less than we went in for. There are some genius things about this box of pizza. First off, the box itself. Sadly for this video, came in the wrong kind of box, so I can't show you. What it usually comes in has an unconnected lid. It's not usually attached to the bottom. You always split the box and use the tops and bottoms to eat off of. I think in 50 years, I probably only ate off of a plate like 3 times. Hint, always give the top lid to your girlfriend or wife, because lots of cheese and pepperoni will be left over in the bottom half. I call this dessert. Now, when the pizza comes out, they put the slices in the box and then put the cheese and pepperoni on top. So when you go to eat it, the cheese is in a half melted state. And I hope you heard me. Pepperoni. It comes with pepperoni, as God intended. In the Ohio Valley, that's the definition of a pizza. Cheese, sauce, pepperoni served on a crust. If you're a vegetarian, you're going to have to tell them to hold the pepperoni. Now, I'm usually a traditionalist. I get extra cheese and extra pepperoni, like in the early days, when that's all they had. Now different places have different extra toppings. I like mushrooms every now and then, or if I have a jar of sliced pepperoni peppers, I might throw them on. Now, I say a perfect relationship is when a couple gets a box of squares and one partner likes the ends with the crusts, or what we used to call the pizza bones, and the other likes the middles. Now, don't get me started on the freaks who like the double-sided corners. There's 4 in every tray, and somehow I always get stuck with some. Sadly, you can see this box had 2 of them. Turned out I was right. I posted that on a message group and got hundreds of responses saying how the husband eats the middles and the wife likes the crusts. If I ever use a dating app, that's all I'm putting. Looking for a woman to eat the crust slices from a box of squares. Also, it's bad form to order just the middles. Some of these places have signs up that'll say, you'll take what we give you. Well, that's it. I hope someday you get to visit the Ohio Valley and try the local cuisine. For now, it's me, Camroy, here on YouTube.